Tesla is the undisputed king of the EV space, right? Wrong. Competition from China has been getting closer and closer to dethroning this American king. And just a few days ago, Yu Chengdong, the head of Huawei's car unit, claimed that their new models will be superior to Tesla's Model S. In this video, we'll take a look at two of Huawei's latest models, the Luxeed S7 and the AITO M9, to find out whether Elon Musk should be getting worried. Trust me, you don't want to miss a second of this one. So if you live in the US or Europe, there's a good chance that you've never heard of Luxeed before. Essentially, this is a joint venture between Huawei, the tech giant, and Chery, one of the largest automobile manufacturers in China. Like a lot of Huawei's new joint ventures, the aim is to use the already in place infrastructure of a company like Chery and bring its own innovative tech in return. Luxeed's first model has been called the S7 and is set to be released in November of this year. The company hasn't released any explicit information about this model, but the car recently entered a Chinese filing catalog, giving us plenty of insight about the S7. When you take a look at the S7, you can definitely see that the company is looking to take on the Tesla Model S. The dimensions are nearly identical to the Model S, with the S7 coming in at 16 feet by 6 feet 2 by 4 feet 9. The long sloping styling is also very reminiscent of the Model S. However, there are certainly some unique features that make the S7 stand out from the Model S. For instance, the front tail lights are extremely thin and connected via an LED strip, and I actually can't think of another model that's used this design on the exterior before. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comment section. Other unique features include hidden door handles, a retractable LiDAR sensor, and a huge panoramic roof that merges into the rear window. All of these little styling cues give the S7 a bit of personality. And it all comes down to personal preference, but there's definitely an argument that the S7 looks better than the Model S on the outside. Unfortunately, information surrounding the interior of the S7 is very limited. All that we've really been able to see is that the S7 will have a leather interior with folding seats for added practicality. However, we have been able to see what the infotainment system will be like for the S7, and from first impressions, this thing could genuinely rival Tesla's setup. So, the Luxeed S7 will actually be the first ever production car to use Huawei's Harmony OS 4 operating system. And let me tell you something, this is huge. While we don't know exactly what Harmony OS 4 will do, we do know that it's going to improve connectivity drastically, meaning you can enjoy all of your phone's amenities directly from your infotainment screen. The S7 will also come equipped with Huawei's new ADS 2.0 self-driving system. Right now, this system will allow the S7 to drive itself across 45 different cities in China, and this number is only going to grow. To make this driverless system run as smoothly as possible, the S7 will be fitted with a roof-mounted LiDAR, 11 HD cameras, 3mm wave radars, and 12 ultrasonic sensors. We've yet to see how this system works in the flesh, but if it's got Huawei's name on it, you can bet your bottom dollar it's going to be good. Maybe as good as Tesla's, and maybe, just maybe, even better. Now, we're not stopping on the good news here. The battery pack powering this thing is arguably the most impressive feature of the Luxeed S7. The S7 is making use of CATL's new M3P battery, which uses innovative technology to increase cold resistance and overall efficiency. In fact, compared to NMC cells, the M3P battery is 20% cheaper, and compared to LFP cells, the energy density is around 20% higher. All of this is going to give the S7 a range of up to 435 miles or 700 kilometers. That's 30 miles longer than the current Model S long-range model. And just to let you in on a little secret, the new Tesla Model S was meant to use this battery, but was beaten to the post by the S7. This makes the case for the S7 being better than the Model S even more convincing. You'll be able to order the S7 in a single or dual motor format, and Huawei is actually supplying these motors. The single motor has a maximum power of 215 kilowatts, and the dual motor will be able to increase this by 150 kilowatts. Top speeds for both models is set at 130 miles per hour, which is slightly lower than the Model S. Pricing hasn't yet been released, but we can expect the S7 to start at around $40,000. That's less than the current Model S price, which is sitting at around $95,600 new. So, for half the price of a Model S, you're getting solid styling, a better battery, and arguably better infotainment and driver safety. I guess there's a reason why Mr. Chengdong is so confident that the S7 will be superior to the Model S. The S7 is extremely impressive, but we're not done yet. Huawei also recently announced a new AITO called the M9, and it's just as impressive. But before we take a look at the AITO M9, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more content. We devote every hour of every day to finding awesome new car news to share with you. You seriously don't want to miss a video. Again, if you haven't heard of AITO, all you need to know is that the company is a joint venture between Huawei and Chinese carmaker Chery. They've already launched two models, the M5 and the M7, both of which were very impressive. But the company is attempting to kick things up a notch with their latest model, the M9 SUV. This step up in terms of luxury and refinement is evident immediately as you take a look around the outside. The exterior design is extremely minimal, which you don't see too often nowadays. But the simplicity gives the M9 an understated, luxurious look that looks surprisingly good. Notable features include a chrome trim around the door handles, which adds to that luxurious look. Just like the M7, the M9 also comes with hidden door handles. The rear tail lights are also connected and come integrated with black mesh. This interior isn't just designed to look pretty, it's also meant to be functional. Everything's been designed with drag in mind, and the M9 is surprisingly aerodynamic when you consider that it's an SUV and not a supercar. Even the air intake curtains use a sporty, aerodynamic design, which you definitely don't see on many SUVs. The cabin looks pretty nice, making use of leather and plastics around the dash. It's also nice and light thanks to those huge windows. We've also been told that the M9 will come with a total of 6 seats, all of which are motorized to accommodate luggage and passenger needs. Now, this design is great, but what we're really interested in here is the infotainment, which is the real star of the show when it comes to the M9. In terms of hardware, you're going to be treated to a triple-screen setup. There'll be one screen showing all of the important driver info, one central infotainment screen, and then one screen solely for the front passenger. But don't think that the rear passengers will feel left out, because AITO is also offering a laser projector for the back seats. This is another unique feature that even the likes of Tesla cannot offer its customers. And the software powering these screens is even better. The M9 will feature Huawei's new AI Intelligent Crystal, as well as a new digital assistant called Xiaoyi, which will increase driver experience tremendously. Sure, most driver assistants in the past have been pretty terrible, but this one has been made by Huawei, a tech company, not a car company. So it's just going to be better than what we're used to. Just like the S7, the AITO M9 will be powered by a set of CATL batteries, which are currently the best on the market. These particular batteries are called Chery batteries, which make use of lithium-ion designs. And, like the S7, the AITO M9 will be available in 2 different formats. First of all, you've got the standard EV model, which is powered by 2 Huawei motors, producing 160 kilowatts of power at the front and 230 kilowatts at the rear. The range extender, on the other hand, will be fitted with Socon's 1.5T engine and a motor with a power output of 112 kilowatts. We don't yet know the range and basic stats of the M9, so stay tuned for future updates. Just like with the S7, exact details on pricing for the M9 are yet to be released. Estimates are that the M9 will cost somewhere between $66,000 to $81,000, with a release date set for before the end of 2023. Again, this is massively cheaper than the Model S, and you're getting a competitive array of specs for the money. Ultimately, Huawei is clearly making massive strides in the automotive world, and with the likes of the Luxeed S7 and AITO M9 being released before the end of the year, Tesla has every reason to be worried, because the Model S might just meet its match. What are your thoughts on these 2 new Chinese EVs? Should Musk be worried, or will the Tesla Model S remain at the top of the EV food chain? And if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to check out our recent analysis of Mercedes' new 2024 hybrid lineup. I'll see you over there.